Do you believe walking is the best exercise once you hit 60? Most people do. In fact, I'd bet you've heard it from doctors, family, even the evening news. Just walk more. And yes, walking is good. It keeps you moving. It gets the heart pumping. It clears the mind. But here's something most seniors never hear. Walking alone isn't enough. What if I told you there are exercises, simple, gentle movements you can start today, that doctors and surgeons agree are even better than walking when it comes to protecting your joints, strengthening your balance, and adding years of healthy living to your life? Imagine having the confidence to climb stairs without clutching the railing, the strength to carry your groceries without struggling, and the peace of mind knowing your body is supported from the inside out. See, as we age, staying active isn't just about burning calories. It's about holding on to independence. It's about preventing the falls that can change everything in an instant. It's about preserving memory, strength, and confidence so you can keep living life on your terms. Walking is part of the picture, but it's not the whole picture. And that's where this video comes in. Today, we're going to uncover 5 approved exercises that beat walking for seniors. By the end, you'll know which ones build lasting strength, which ones protect your heart better than a stroll, and which ones train your body to stay balanced and steady. And you'll definitely want to stay for number 1, because it's the exercise most seniors overlook, yet it could be the very thing that saves your independence. But let me pause and ask you something. Are you ready to take control of your health, even if it means trying something new? If you are, type active at 60 in the comments right now. I want to know who's committed to making these years the strongest years. And while you're here, don't forget to hit subscribe to MedCentral, because we're all about giving you the health tips that keep you stronger, longer. So let's dive in. Because the sooner you start, the sooner you'll feel the difference. Let's begin with something simple but powerful: resistance band training. Imagine this. Your grandchild runs toward you with open arms, and you scoop them up without hesitation. Your back feels strong, your arms steady, your legs solid. No strain, no fear of pulling a muscle. That's not just luck, that's strength. And one of the easiest, safest ways to build that strength is with resistance bands. At first glance, these bands don't look impressive. They're just strips of colorful rubber you can roll up and tuck into a drawer. But don't underestimate them. When you pull, press, or stretch against a band, your muscles engage in a way that's both challenging and gentle. Unlike heavy weights, bands don't put pressure on fragile joints. They give you resistance without risk. And here's the secret. Your body responds to resistance at any age. Muscles can still grow stronger after 60, bones can still become denser, and posture can still improve if you give your body the right signal. The science is clear. Resistance training increases muscle strength, and stronger muscles mean less chance of falls, fewer aches, and better mobility. It also supports bone density, which is critical for avoiding fractures as we age. And don't forget posture. Bands work the core and back muscles that keep you upright, protecting you from that stooped, rounded look so many people assume is just normal aging. It's not inevitable. It's often a matter of weak muscles, and weak muscles can be rebuilt. But here's where the misunderstanding creeps in. The moment many seniors hear strength training, they picture intimidating gyms filled with barbells, dumbbells, and machines they don't know how to use. They think strength training is only for bodybuilders or athletes, and so they avoid it. The result? Weaker muscles, weaker bones, and a greater risk of injury over time. This is why resistance bands are such a gift. They're low impact, portable, and safe. You don't need a gym membership. You don't need a trainer. You don't even need much space. Just a simple band and a few minutes a day. So how do you begin? Start light. A yellow or green band is often best for beginners. You don't need to overcomplicate things. Focus on the movements that matter most for your daily life. Squats with a band looped around your thighs. These strengthen your legs, making it easier to rise from a chair or climb stairs. Rows with the band anchored at chest level. These work your back and shoulders, helping you carry groceries or lift objects safely. Chest presses with the band stretched across your back. These build upper body strength and support your posture. Even 5 to 10 minutes of these moves, 3 or 4 times a week, can begin to transform your strength. Over time, as your body adapts, you can increase the resistance by switching to a stronger band. And here's a hidden bonus. Resistance bands also improve coordination. Every time you stretch or press a band, your body is forced to stabilize itself. That means your smaller support muscles, the ones that prevent you from wobbling or losing balance, get stronger too. Think about what that means in everyday life. Picking up a laundry basket without hurting your back. Opening a heavy door without straining your shoulder. Reaching for something on the top shelf without losing your balance. Resistance bands train your body for the movements you actually need. So the next time you see one of those colorful bands, don't think toy. Think tool. A tool for strength, independence, and confidence. Because you don't have to lose muscle just because you're getting older. You only lose it if you stop using it. And resistance bands are one of the easiest ways to keep using and building what you already have. But building strength isn't the only goal. Protecting your joints is just as important. And for that, there's one place where your body can move freely, safely, and powerfully: in the water. Exercise number 4: swimming or water aerobics. Picture this with me. You step into the pool, and immediately, something changes. The weight you usually feel pressing on your knees, hips, and lower back suddenly lifts. In the water, you move more freely. You stretch your arms, you take a step, you kick your legs, and for the first time in a long time, it feels effortless. No grinding pain in the joints, no fear of stumbling. Just freedom. That's the gift of swimming and water aerobics. The moment your body is supported by water, it's as if the clock turns back. You're lighter, more mobile, and more in control. Here's why. Water has buoyancy, the natural upward force that counteracts gravity. On land, every step you take puts your full body weight on your joints. But in water, up to 90% of that weight is lifted off. Your knees, hips, and spine aren't carrying the same load. They're finally able to move without the usual stress and pressure. For seniors with arthritis, joint replacements, or old injuries, this makes the pool one of the safest exercise environments. But don't be fooled into thinking the pool is just about gentle movement. Beneath that freedom, water is doing something powerful. Every time you push your hand through the water, every step you take, you're working against natural resistance. Unlike air, water pushes back. And that resistance strengthens your muscles in ways walking on land never could. You're training strength and endurance without even realizing it. And the benefits go far beyond the muscles. Swimming and water aerobics are phenomenal for the heart and lungs. They improve cardiovascular fitness, regulate blood pressure, and enhance circulation. Seniors who swim regularly often find their stamina increases. Climbing stairs feels easier, walking longer distances feels less exhausting, and recovery from daily tasks becomes quicker. There's another layer, too: balance. One of the biggest fears for older adults is falling. But in water, that fear disappears. Even if you lose your footing, you won't hit the ground. That sense of safety gives you confidence to move more freely, which in turn strengthens the stabilizing muscles you need on land. It's a cycle of building confidence, strength, and resilience, all without risk. Now, let's address a common misconception. Many people think swimming is only for athletes, or that it requires laps upon laps in the deep end. They picture competitive swimmers with goggles and perfect strokes. And because of that, they dismiss it as not for me. But here's the truth. You don't have to be an expert swimmer to reap the benefits. In fact, you don't even have to swim at all. Simply walking back and forth in waist-deep water, lifting your knees, or joining a guided water aerobics class can be just as effective as swimming laps. And here's another thing most people overlook. Water isn't just healing for the body, it's healing for the mind. Being submerged creates a sense of calm. The gentle pressure of water can soothe anxiety, lower stress, and improve mood. Many seniors describe pool time as their therapy, not just physical, but emotional. After all, movement in water isn't about pushing yourself harder. It's about moving with ease, with grace, and with freedom. So, how can you begin if you've never tried it before? Start small. Visit a local pool and simply walk in the shallow end. Try moving your arms in wide circles or gently kicking your legs while holding the edge. If you're more comfortable in a group, sign up for a senior-friendly water aerobics class. Many community centers and YMCAs offer them. These classes often include music, laughter, and encouragement, turning exercise into a social event you'll actually look forward to. Don't underestimate the power of consistency. Even 1 or 2 sessions a week can bring noticeable improvements. Less stiffness in the morning, better sleep at night, and greater ease in daily activities. And if you already enjoy swimming, that's wonderful. Start with a few gentle laps, resting when needed. The key isn't speed, it's movement. Each stroke, each kick, each moment in the water is working in your favor. One last tip. Remember to stay hydrated, even though you're surrounded by water. Swimming can be deceiving, and you may not notice you're sweating. Keep a bottle nearby and sip throughout your session. So let's pause for a moment and reflect. Resistance bands give you strength. Swimming and water aerobics give you freedom. Together, they build a foundation of confidence, strong muscles, healthy joints, and a resilient heart. But there's more to health than muscles and joints. What about balance? What about the coordination that prevents falls before they even happen? Because strength means nothing if one misstep sends you to the ground. That's where our next exercise comes in. At first, it may look too slow to matter. Some dismiss it as nothing more than moving meditation. But don't be fooled. This ancient practice has been proven to cut fall risk nearly in half. And for seniors, that can mean the difference between independence and losing it. The next exercise is Tai Chi. At first glance, Tai Chi doesn't look like exercise at all. You might see a group of older adults gathered in a park or community hall, moving slowly, almost like they're dancing in slow motion. Their arms drift gently through the air, their feet shift with quiet precision, and their faces carry a look of calm focus. To the untrained eye, it seems almost too easy, too gentle to make any real difference. But here's the surprising truth. Tai Chi is one of the most powerful tools you can use after 60 to prevent falls, protect your balance, and keep your independence. Why? Because Tai Chi trains something that walking, jogging, or even swimming alone can't. It builds balance, coordination, and body awareness. Each slow, intentional movement teaches your brain and body to work together in harmony. You're not just waving your arms, you're practicing control. You're not just stepping forward, you're training your muscles and nerves to react, to steady you, to hold you firm when life throws you off balance. Think about how much balance matters at this stage of life. A slip on a wet floor, a stumble on the stairs, a misstep in the garden. All it takes is one fall to change everything. A broken hip, a hospital stay, weeks of recovery, sometimes even permanent loss of independence. That's the reality many seniors face. And yet, research shows that Tai Chi can reduce the risk of falls by as much as 50%. Half. Imagine cutting your chances of falling in half, simply by practicing a series of gentle, flowing movements a few times a week. That's not just exercise, that's protection. Now, let's go a little deeper into what makes it so effective. Tai Chi enhances coordination by engaging both the upper and lower body together. Your arms sweep one way, your feet step another, and your mind stays focused on keeping it all in sync. This sharpens the communication between your brain and your body. The result? Faster reflexes when you trip, steadier footing when you reach for something, and greater confidence in every step you take. It also trains mind-body awareness. Most of us move through the day on autopilot, not really paying attention to how we walk, how we shift our weight, or how we carry ourselves. Tai Chi forces you to slow down and notice. Where is your foot landing? How is your spine aligned? Are your shoulders relaxed? That awareness sticks with you outside of practice, helping you move more mindfully and safely in daily life. But here's the misconception that keeps many people away. They see Tai Chi and think, that's too slow to count as exercise. It's just meditation. And yes, Tai Chi is calming, almost meditative. But don't let the slowness fool you. Behind those flowing movements, your muscles are working. Your legs are holding you steady. Your core is engaged, and your arms are resisting gravity. It may not make you sweat buckets, but it's quietly building strength, endurance, and resilience. In fact, many seniors who start Tai Chi are surprised by how challenging it can feel at first. Holding a pose, shifting weight slowly, staying balanced on one foot. These are not as easy as they look. But they're exactly the kind of challenges your body needs to stay sharp and steady as you age. So how do you begin? The beauty of Tai Chi is that it requires almost nothing to get started. You don't need equipment. You don't need a gym. You don't even need special clothing. All you need is a little space to move and a willingness to learn. One of the best ways to start is by joining a local class. Many community centers, YMCAs, and senior groups offer Tai Chi specifically for older adults. The group setting provides encouragement, structure, and often a sense of connection, because you're not just exercising, you're sharing an experience. If classes aren't available, don't worry. There are excellent guided videos online designed for beginners over 60. You can follow along in your living room, starting with just 5 or 10 minutes a day. The key isn't how long you practice, it's consistency. A little each day adds up to big improvements over time. And here's a bonus. Tai Chi doesn't just help your body. It helps your mind. The focus on breathing and movement together reduces stress, eases anxiety, and improves mood. Many people describe it as a moving meditation that leaves them calmer, more centered, and more energized. For seniors dealing with stress, sleep issues, or even mild depression, this mental benefit is just as important as the physical one. So let's pause and recap what Tai Chi really offers. It's gentle, but powerful. Slow, but effective. It cuts fall risk, sharpens coordination, calms the mind, and builds confidence in every step you take. If you've been searching for an exercise that protects your body while also soothing your spirit, this could be the one. Balance is critical because without it, everything else becomes harder. But balance alone isn't enough. You also need strong legs, the foundation of mobility. And for that, we turn to an exercise that takes you right back to the basics, one step at a time. Exercise 2 is stair step or step UPS. Think about climbing the stairs in your home without clutching the railing for dear life. Think about reaching the top without your knees wobbling, without feeling like you've just run a marathon. and without that nervous glance back to make sure someone's close by just in case you slip. That's the kind of confidence and power step-ups give you. For many seniors, stairs become a dreaded enemy. They represent risk, struggle, and sometimes even surrender. Choosing the elevator, avoiding the second floor, or shuffling slowly with one hand glued to the wall. But what if I told you stairs don't have to be your enemy? In fact, when used properly, they can become one of your greatest allies. Here's the science behind it. Step-ups are a functional exercise, meaning they mimic a movement you already do in real life. Every time you step onto a curb, climb into bed, or get into a car, you're performing some version of a step-up. Training that movement makes you better at living. It strengthens your quads, glutes, calves, and hamstrings, the powerhouse muscles of your legs. These are the muscles that push you forward, hold you upright, and keep your stride steady. And it doesn't stop there. Step-ups also train your cardiovascular system. Done in a steady rhythm, even at a slow pace, they raise your heart rate, improve circulation, and give you the same, often better, cardiovascular benefits than many cardio machines at the gym. Think of it as killing two birds with one stone. Strength plus endurance, all rolled into one safe, simple movement. But let's address the elephant in the room. Many seniors hear the word stairs and immediately think danger. They imagine tripping, losing balance, or stressing their knees. And yes, running up a flight of stairs or rushing through them with weak joints is risky. But controlled step-ups, performed on a low step or sturdy platform, are the exact opposite of dangerous. They're safer, more measured, and far more effective than pounding away on a treadmill or struggling with a bike seat. The key is in the control. You're not racing. You're not forcing. You're simply stepping up, pressing through your heel, engaging your muscles, and stepping back down with intention. That mindful pace not only strengthens your body, but also sharpens your balance. So how do you begin? Start small. A step that's 6 to 8 inches high is more than enough at the beginning. A sturdy platform, a low aerobic step, or even the bottom step of your staircase works perfectly. Place one foot on the step, press through your heel, lift your body up, then step down slowly. Alternate legs. Repeat. Focus on posture. Keep your chest lifted, shoulders relaxed, and core engaged. Don't rush the movement. Quality matters far more than quantity. Start with just a few repetitions, then gradually add more as your strength builds. And here's a tip. Once you feel steady, you can hold light hand weights or wear a backpack with a few books for extra resistance. This turns step-ups into a full-body conditioning exercise that strengthens not only your legs, but also your core and cardiovascular system. Imagine the difference after a few weeks. Climbing your home stairs without hesitation, stepping up onto a curb without losing balance, or carrying laundry upstairs without that heavy sigh. That's the gift step-ups give you, strength in the foundation of mobility. And now, we've arrived at the number one exercise that beats walking. It's one you may not expect. It doesn't involve fancy machines, heavy weights, or even leaving your living room. But it could transform the way you stand, walk, and even breathe. Our first and highly recommended exercise is Pilates, mat-based core work. When people hear Pilates, they often picture a trendy studio filled with young people stretching on reformer machines. But let me tell you, that picture is misleading. Because Pilates, especially mat-based Pilates, is one of the most senior-friendly, surgeon-approved exercises out there. Here's why. Pilates is built around one thing, the core. And when I say core, I don't just mean abs. I mean the deep muscles of your abdomen, lower back, and pelvis. The muscles that act like a natural corset, holding your body upright, stabilizing your spine, and controlling how you move. Think about it. Every single movement you make, from standing up to reaching down, starts with your core. If your core is weak, your posture slumps, your balance falters, and your back pays the price. That's why back pain is one of the most common complaints after 60. But a strong core changes everything. Pilates gently but powerfully builds core strength, improves posture, reduces back pain, and supports balance. You don't need machines. You don't even need a gym. A simple mat in your living room is enough. Through small, controlled movements, things like pelvic tilts, leg lifts, bridges, and seated twists, you retrain your body to move with strength and alignment. Now, here's the misconception. Many seniors assume Pilates is only for the young, the flexible, or the super fit. They imagine complex poses or impossible stretches. But that couldn't be further from the truth. Modified Pilates routines exist specifically for older adults. They're gentle, adaptable, and designed to meet you where you are, whether you're 60, 70, or even 80 plus. And let's talk about breathing. Pilates isn't just about movement. It's about connecting breath to action. Deep, focused breathing nourishes your body with oxygen, calms your nervous system, and teaches you how to move with rhythm and control. For seniors, this breath work alone can improve lung capacity, reduce stress, and even help with sleep. So how do you start? Look for beginner-friendly Pilates classes. Many are offered at senior centers, gyms, or even online. If you're practicing at home, focus on the basics. Engage your core by gently pulling your belly button toward your spine. Move slowly and never force a position. Even 5 minutes a day can make a difference. The payoff? Better posture, fewer aches, steadier steps, and a sense of lightness in your body. You'll find it easier to stand tall, to walk with confidence, and to carry yourself with strength and dignity. And perhaps most importantly, Pilates complements every other exercise we've discussed. Strong legs from step-ups, better balance from Tai Chi, improved endurance from swimming. All of these rely on a stable core. Pilates ties it all together. So, here's the truth. Walking will always be good for you. But if you want to protect your joints, sharpen your balance, strengthen your body, and hold on to independence, these 5 exercises, resistance band training, swimming, Tai Chi, step-ups, and Pilates, go above and beyond. They are surgeon-approved, safe, and designed to help you age not just longer, but better. Now, let's pause and reflect on why these exercises matter so much. Because let's be honest, exercise after 60 isn't about chasing six-pack abs or setting records in the gym. It's about something far more meaningful. It's about freedom. It's about being able to get up from a chair without struggling. It's about carrying a bag of groceries without wincing. It's about bending down to pick up your grandchild and feeling joy instead of pain. For many seniors, the fear of losing independence is greater than the fear of aging itself. And rightly so, independence is dignity. It's confidence. It's waking up each morning knowing you can live life on your own terms. These 5 surgeon-approved exercises aren't just movements on a list. They're tools, powerful tools that give you back control over your body and your future. Think about balance for a moment. How many times have you caught yourself grabbing the edge of a table or slowing down when stepping off a curb? Those tiny reminders of weakness chip away at your confidence. But balance can be rebuilt. Tai Chi shows you that. Step-ups strengthen it. Pilates reinforces it. And slowly, what once felt shaky becomes steady again. Think about strength. Weak muscles don't just make it hard to open a jar or climb stairs. They leave your bones vulnerable, your joints unsupported, and your posture bent. But resistance bands, step-ups, even Pilates, they turn weakness into resilience. They put armor back on your frame. And think about the heart. Walking helps, yes, But swimming? Water aerobics? These exercises protect your most vital organ while sparing your joints from pain. They let you move freely, breathe deeply, and feel alive without the punishment of pounding the pavement. This isn't about doing more. It's about doing better, smarter, choosing the right exercises, the ones that strengthen where you need it most, protect what's most fragile, and support the parts of you that carry the weight of daily life. Now, I know this can feel overwhelming. Change always does. You might be thinking, where do I even start? I haven't exercised in years. But here's the beauty. You don't need to do all 5 at once. You don't even need to master them overnight. Start with one. Just one. Pick the one that speaks to you most. Add it into your week. Build the habit. Then layer in another. Before you know it, your body will be stronger, steadier, and more capable than you imagined. And here's something else to remember. It's never too late. I've seen people in their 70s, even 80s, discover these movements and transform their health. I've seen seniors go from afraid of falling to leading their own Tai Chi group in the park. I've seen men and women who thought back pain would always control them find relief through Pilates. I've seen quiet determination turn into life-changing results. You are not too old. You are not too weak. You are not too late. Because here's the truth. Aging is inevitable, but decline is optional. You have the power to slow it down, to take control, to give yourself the gift of strength, balance, and independence. And these exercises are the path. So, if you've been waiting for a sign to take your health seriously, let this be it. If you've been telling yourself you'll start someday, let that someday be today. Your body is still listening. It still wants to heal, to grow, to strengthen. All it needs is your yes. And when you give it that yes, you're not just adding years to your life. You're adding life to your years. Tell me in the comments right now. Which one are you most excited to try first? Your answer might just inspire someone else to take that first step too. And if you've found value in what we've shared today, if you felt even a spark of motivation, I want to invite you to join us here at MedCentral. This is where we share practical, trustworthy senior health tips. Not gimmicks, not quick fixes, just real guidance you can use to stay strong, safe, and independent. So hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and let's keep walking this journey together. Because you don't have to do it alone, and honestly, you shouldn't. We're building a community here of people who care, who want to age well, and who want to help others do the same. As we close, let me leave you with this. Your health is not just about numbers on a chart or the number of candles on your birthday cake. It's about how you feel when,